and welcome to week 4 of March 2023 Coffee and Card. My name's Linda. I'm from lindaspapercraft.co.uk and all my details are in the details box below if you want to have a look at what else I do. So, very, very simple this time. Now, this paper officially is retired. Symbols of Fortune it's called, but it's in the clearance rack. Very reduced, so nip along at time of recording. Go and have a look. It's gorgeous paper. So I thought I'll use it in this. And I think it does fit in with the bamboo and everything else. So in your little package, so you've got some pre-cut deckled rectangles. These always look too small until you put them against it. Oh, actually, no, they're not. Okay, we're just going to do some stamping, no blending this week. So, as I say, there's lots of cranes on this paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sort of thinking, would that... You could even do it that way if you wanted. So, but one side of all of them's got gold on. So I think I might leave it like that. We'll have a think while we're making the card. Okay. So very, very simple, just stamping. And I'm going with that smoky slate. Let's just double check. I'm just going to get a sample of the card out. Are we on the smoky slate? We are. Yes. There you go, see, matches perfectly. The other really nice grey is a grey granite, but it's much warmer. This is a nice cool grey, whereas grey granite, you can see here, they're similar tones, but that's the smoky slate, so it's a much cooler grey, whereas that's the grey granite. Put them right next to each other, you can really see the difference between the two. So we're using smoky slate today. So... and the stamp set. So let's see. A true friend is the one who holds your hand and touches your heart, and that's by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, whoever they are. Unfortunately, I've forgotten to turn off my iPad, and every time the front door opens, it goes off. I'm just popping that on this block as straight as I can. There we go, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment first onto this piece. So it's a nice, simply easy card. Yeah, apologies if you can hear any banging. My husband is trying to be quiet. And anyone with a husband knows that a husband trying to be quiet there is nothing noisier than a husband trying to be quiet. So, and there we go. So I'm just going to stamp that on there. There we go. Slightly skewed, but it's fine. It's a handcrafted card, not machine made. So, and then I'm going to do, now you can see from this that I've curved the stalk. So I've used the thicker one. So many noises. I am going to turn the blooming volume down on this. There we go. Put it in a drawer. There we go. So this is the thicker of the two stalks, and I am going to actually curve it. Okay, so I'm just curving it on the stamp block. Okay, so even, I mean, the photopolymer ones as well, they curve really well as well, but you know, rubber ones too. So, and I am going to stamp all this up, so because I want it going off top and bottom. Okay, so I am just going to have that there, I think, and just put it towards one side. should probably have put it a bit further over, actually, looking at the leaves, but let's see. Okay. Oh, and I've used I must have used the thinner one in the other one. So, as you can see, both work really well. Okay, and then I'm just going to add the leaves. And again, as I said last week, we want the leaves coming out of nodes. So I'm just, yes, I can almost get those leaves in there. There we go. And then the other leaf too, going the other way. Again, just coming out that side. And then I'm going to use the little tiny, it's not a hieroglyph, is it, when it's Chinese character. That's the word I'll use. Okay. And again, I just want, just because that's the way it is on the front of the box, I'm putting the single character at the top. Okay. Still haven't found out if it actually means anything. So really nice and simple, just, you know, 5 steps and we're done. And as I say, I don't know which I do like the thinner one on here, but I quite like the thicker one too, so have a play, see what you think. Okay. So let's pop this together. So I've used thick basic white for the card base on this, and I'm just going to put some glue on here. Left it stood up. Stood up and open, which is like the biggest sin in glue use. It's the easiest way to get your glue blocked. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that so with an even border all the way around. That's why I like wet glue, because you get a little bit of leeway there. Okay, and then I'm just going to place this piece up in the top left hand corner. That's better, I'll lay it down between gluings. It's a nice quick one, this as well. I'm thinking about my, when you order online using the host code, which is on my website, lindaspapercraft.co.uk, you get a little gift from me and also a thank you card. And I'm thinking about designs for thank you cards for this month, well, for February's orders. And I think this one may well be featuring. Or this layout, maybe not necessarily this stamp set or this designer series paper, but just the layout is really fetching, I think. So a few dimensionals on the back of the sentiment, and there we go. So just going to pop that there, put it where you like. I'm going to put it there, so it's hanging off the bottom as well. Okay, there we go. Nice, simple, easy card. The big secret to this card is the deckled rectangle dies, and I do recommend them to everyone. They are so useful, and I just love the deckled edge. It just gives that extra dimension. I'm not good at tearing things. I'm not good at unpredictable outcomes. I like set outcomes, so I do like the deckled rectangles. As I say, that's my tip of the week. Right. Okay, so that's it for this week, and I look forward to talking to you again next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.